Okay, here we go. BushCat mission tonight. I told you I could land over to Eric's the other day, so I've dragged the field quite a few times, and we're going to go over there. And the wind's out of the east just a little bit, not really blowing a lot, but right in front of my knee. I want you to watch there. I might see that power line, and I'm going along watching that power line, and I said, you know, we got to stay clear of that. Okay, now we're going to slip it right down in to the field here, heading right straight toward that red barn out in the front. And I had looked the field over good, so I knew I could land here. And you just watch as we just glide along and just set her on. And by dragging the field, I knew that there was no ditch where the grass changes color there. So that was very important to a safe landing, is being able to know your field. So we go in, and Eric's boy and the grandchild there, and I didn't want to get up close to him with the propeller, so I just kept going. That's Eric over there baling, and you can see he's got his machine that gathers the bales up. And you get a good look at it here. Right now as I'm taxiing by it. You can see they gather those bales up, and then they pick them up with the tractor and put them on the wagon. You can see the wagon right in front of the prop there. So we circle around under the power line. And we're going to go ahead and take off, go over and take a look at Farmer Bob. He does it a little different, but we'll show you that when we get over there. So line up toward the red barn, push the throttle on, pick the tail up, and just seconds later you're flying. And we got one bale that escaped right there, just flying over it now. But over the barn, and we headed off toward the east there. Wanted to go over the neighbor here. You can see we got a nice field right here, so I could land there easy. And the farmer's there baling up the last of the hay. So it's important to drag your field, because you didn't see it to start with, but right here, right in the middle of the runway, right there, is a machine. So you don't want to commit to landing until you've actually overflew the field, so you know what's on it. So that's safe pilotage right there. And Swiss Stack open for business. You can see we showed you this the other day, but this is a really nice, well done farm here. And they're closed up for the night, but headed over to Churchville. Farmer Bob is baling. Now he does it a little different. He doesn't have that machine that gathers up the bales. They drop the bales one at a time on the ground here. And then he's got a machine that he goes along with, and it picks the bales up one at a time and puts them in a stack, and then he uses that machine to stack them. And that I had sent him a text, and he said the water pump just went out of that machine. So I figured, well, we'll go get a look at the baling operation anyway. And you can see us making the approach here. Got her slowed down and just grease around. Kind of a short field there, but the BushCat handles it no problem. But you can see the bales dropped here one at a time. So we taxied down to the end. I wanted to kind of give you a look at the baler, but we had to wait for him to come down to this end of the field. So I taxied around and shut the airplane down. Wasn't worried there was no children around here like there was at where we landed the last time. But you can see the bales all right in a row. And I wish that other machine wasn't broke down, but in any case, neighbor come out. We visited along. You can see the tractor and the baler ahead of us there was coming, and of course I'm vain. Got to get myself in the airplane in the shot, and you can see him. You can see him coming with the tractor and the baler up in front of us there, and I'm just sitting there, nice midsummer day, visiting along. So we'll give you a look at now there's a good look at the tractor and the baler. See, we don't have that other apparatus behind it, and it just drops the bales on the ground. So, but we're gonna go ahead and fire stuff up, and you can see there's just a little left-hand side of the frame there in the center. There's a little wad of hay right there, and as I go, I want to try to avoid that so we don't suck it up into the propeller. So we'll go to the right of that, and then off to the left, and gotta make sure you don't get into them bales that are dropped on the ground. Hop the BushCat in the air, and we'll do a little climbing left-hand turn. It shows you all those bales that have got to be picked up with that other machine. So we head over to the main farm, and I can see it, but it's hard to tell. The gathering machine is in the shop there. They're working on it. Farmer Bob come out and was waving, so I gave him a wave. We headed back for home, and I'm showing you this. Look at all the traffic. This is 6 o'clock at night, and the COVID thing is starting to let up a little bit. We're into like phase 2 now, and so you got quite a bit more traffic. But in any case, I'd like to show you the difference between the two styles of baling hay, what the farmers are using. So, and here we are back home, and I've seen this a lot of times, but landing to the east. Just grease around, and I hope you enjoyed the ride over to Eric's and Farmer Bob's.